Well, I think it was like last year, but I think this year they still do it. But anyways, childhood ruin. This is a real childhood ruin. So for people who are like, "Oh, childhood ruin, you ruined childhood," you can't ruin childhood unless you go back in time and screw things up then. But here's something that happened then that actually is a childhood ruin because it happened then, which screwed up everything. And before anything, let's just, you guys see what the title is, Sailor Moon. Before anyone was gonna be like, "Oh, but the freaking subtitles, I love those, I love the original, the dub sucks, the did," or, "Oh, Viz Media did a great job making dubs and did." Alright, screw y'all who actually say that crap. And as for the rest of us who actually enjoys Deke, enjoys Cloverfield, enjoyed all the stuff that happened in the 90s, even though apparently they didn't get permission, but you gotta see this way. If they didn't do it, let's say if they didn't do it and they were waiting for permission, and most likely he would never give the permission out until maybe he could have, I don't know. But the thing is this is that even without permission, they created a fan base because of they've been introduced. I mean, they could have got introduced later on to Sailor Moon, but to actually have it so it's a nostalgia purpose, that makes it a whole lot better than the whole, "Oh, well, we found it, but we didn't find it when we were kids. We found it later on." Yeah, I mean, it's okay and all, but when you actually have it in your childhood, when you remember when you were watching it, like for instance, for me, I watched it every weekday before I went to school at 6:30. That was kind of cool. I enjoyed it, even though sometimes it was like major repeats and other than that. But when it comes straight down to it, it's just a fact of here's the childhood ruin. It's that they did season one, they did season two, season three went to Cloverfield slash Cartoon Network, and they screwed up some stuff. The fourth one and the fifth one, this is where childhood ruin begins. It's the fourth one and the fifth one was never translated and put into the mix of what we got as kids. Later years with Viz Media, they're doing the whole entire seasons. They're doing all 5 seasons. But for us before then, you weren't ever able to actually check out season 4 or 5 unless you actually do subtitles. Which, let me tell you, subtitles are okay, but when you're actually trying to do something else while watching, and you have to look at the subtitles and look at the other TV or look at your phone while doing it, it really becomes a messed up chore, and you actually end up pausing the freaking video, finishing what you're doing there, and then you start the video. That's kind of like the whole sub versus dubbed. Dubbed rules, but subtitles, it cripples things. It does cripple. But yeah, here's your childhood ruin. Is that for people who actually were watching Sailor Moon, you never, ever actually got to see the true end of Sailor Moon. Unless you actually Googled it slash YouTubed it in later years and been like, I wonder how did Sailor Moon end? And then you typed it in, you're like, oh, episode 200, and like, oh, wow. Yeah, we didn't get that. Yeah, Cartoon Network didn't do that one. But anyways, there's your childhood ruin. They screwed up freaking damn Sailor Moon. Yeah, it's because technically Sailor Moon wasn't supposed to actually be for kids, but they made it for kids anyways, and there were some episodes that they actually edited and made sure that it was suitable for kids, which is okay. I admit, it's okay for them to do that. I'm fine with them if they had to switch things up. Like, for instance, Day of Destiny was actually 2 episodes pasted together into one, so we won't actually know that everyone died in that. Yeah, it turns out that all the Sailor Scouts actually died in that episode. Well, anyways, there's your childhood ruin, guys. You can start crying now because unless you actually willing to sit through Viz Media's new release of it, which they're on season 2 right now. Season 3 is coming very soon, chances are, and then 4 and 5, unless you guys are watching this way late, or I release it late. But, I mean, just to get the original voices to do it, just to have the fit in and be like, I remember that voice, and all that, and also the names, yeah. Viz Media is going by the original names and not by the names that was in Deke, and plus, I don't know what's going on with the music. They're going by the original music too, which is dated, sadly. Yeah, it's kind of dated. I mean, if you're going to go dated, go with the original Deke version of it. I mean, at least go by that. Just like, geez, man. Even Power Rangers are not crazy enough to be like, let's go with the original song. Yes! Yeah, you never see Power Rangers whatsoever actually say, yeah, we're going by the original one. Yeah, this is going to be crazy. Dino Charge starting with, oh, yeah, whoa, 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 yeah, whoa, 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 do the superstar. Do you really think Power Rangers will actually have a theme song like that? I don't think so. Even though they are crappy as hell right nowadays, they would actually go to the crazy rooftop and say, you know what? Screw everyone. We're just gonna hire the guys from Japan to do the freaking theme song. We give them royalties, and then we actually will have that original theme song in it. You know for a fact they're never gonna do that crap. They will never ever seep that low. But of course, I do have to say, when it comes to like certain seasons, like Shinkenger, aka Power Rangers Samurai, they should have done it. If they do Ninja, they should do it. I'm just saying because it has the feel of it. But anyways, yes, Childhood Ruin. Thank you for watching. Staying tuned for next Childhood Ruin. It's gonna be about Beautiful Joe.